Did you know that according to the latest data from the National Institute on Aging, up to 75% of men over the age of 60 frequently experience symptoms like waking up multiple times at night to urinate, feeling like the bladder is not fully emptied, or sometimes a mild pressure in the lower abdomen? Yet most people assume these issues are just a normal part of aging and do not need attention. The truth is, these signs may be caused by silent changes in the prostate, a small organ that plays a significant role in male hormone health and the urinary system as we get older. What is remarkable is that there is a simple daily habit, completely free and drug-free, that helps keep the prostate healthy and significantly reduces related discomfort. In today's discussion, we will explore this habit in detail, the science behind it, and why so few people talk about it openly. If you are over 60, take a few minutes to listen. It might help you better understand your body. And if you find this helpful, do not hesitate to share it with your friends or loved ones. The prostate is a small organ located just below the bladder in men. It is only about the size of a walnut, yet it acts like a silent factory within the male hormone and urinary systems. Each day, this gland quietly goes to work, producing part of the fluid that helps protect and support the male system. However, just like any factory that runs continuously, it needs regular maintenance to avoid blockages or overload as men reach their 60s and beyond. The prostate tends to change in both size and function. These changes are not only a result of aging, but are also influenced by lifestyle, diet, and especially how well one takes care of their body. Lack of physical activity, chronic stress, and neglecting male hormone health can cause the prostate to slow down. When that happens, fluid builds up inside, blocking the flow of urine and causing ongoing discomfort. One of the earliest signs, often ignored, is the feeling of not fully emptying the bladder, a weak urine stream, or the need to urinate several times during the night. These symptoms rarely come on suddenly. Instead, they develop quietly, over many months or even years. The concerning part is that most men choose to remain silent and endure these issues, believing they are simply a natural part of aging, according to Dr. Alan Wine, a member of the American Urological Association. When the prostate is not properly released over time, fluids can build up inside. This increases the risk of inflammation or enlargement. Not only does this affect urinary control, but it also directly impacts a man's overall health, mood, and sense of vitality. The good news is that the prostate can stay balanced and healthy when supported by simple and consistent habits. Gentle and proper system hygiene helps keep the gland clear, supports blood flow, and lowers the risk of inflammation. Just like maintaining an engine to prevent it from overheating, the prostate needs regular care to continue working smoothly. Think of your body as a well-running machine. If a small part like the prostate fails, the entire system can be thrown off balance. I still remember very clearly two of my patients. Both were American, living in Texas. They were the same age, 65 years old. Both retired, and had previously worked as mechanical engineers. But their health conditions were so different that it made me think deeply about the role of self-care for the prostate. The first was Mr. Mark. He came to the clinic looking quite tired. He said that for over a year, he had been waking up 3 to 4 times each night with the urge to urinate. But each time, only a few drops would come out during the day. He also felt a mild pressure in his lower abdomen, had trouble concentrating, and was constantly fatigued. After examination, the results showed that his prostate was overloaded, filled with retained fluid, and pressing against the urethra and bladder. This explained why he always felt the need to urinate but could hardly do so. The reason for many years. Mr. Mark had not followed any habits that gently helped his urinary and hormonal system to release. He shared that after his wife passed away. He became withdrawn and believed that such concerns were no longer necessary at his age. He had never thought that neglecting this area could cause the prostate to become so clogged. The second was Mr. James, also 65 years old. Also retired, but completely different. He maintained a balanced lifestyle, practiced gentle yoga every morning, ate a healthy diet, and most importantly, kept a personal hormone care routine every week. He said this was his way of staying in tune with his body and gently listening to himself without pressure. The results of his prostate exam surprised me. His urinary indicators, hormone levels, and urine flow were all stable, no different than a man in his mid-40s. He slept well, did not wake up at night to urinate, stayed mentally sharp, had good memory, and maintained a strong appearance. Both men lived in the same neighborhood, were the same age, and started with similar health conditions. But simply because of one small difference, the choice to take care of oneself or let time take its course, their outcomes were completely opposite. This difference was not luck. It was the result of awareness and action. After the age of 60, a man's body begins to enter a phase of silent change. One of the most important changes is the disruption of hormone balance. Many people do not realize it, but this directly affects male hormone health and the function of the prostate. There is a very specific hormone called DHT. This is a form of testosterone that plays a major role in male development from a young age. However, when DHT levels become too high, it can lead to problems. In particular, it causes the prostate to enlarge and creates issues such as nighttime urination, difficulty urinating, or heavy feeling in the lower abdomen. The important point is that there is a completely natural way to help regulate DHT. It involves a simple habit that gently relieves pressure from the body. When done correctly and consistently, this practice helps lower DHT levels. As a result, the prostate can function more smoothly and is no longer overloaded like before. You can imagine the prostate as a small engine. If that engine runs non-stop without a break, it will overheat. Gentle and regular release is like turning off the engine and letting it cool down. This helps the prostate maintain the balance it needs. Expert Dr. Michael Irwig from George Washington University once shared that older men can naturally support their hormone balance through healthy routines without the use of medication. This is a safe, effective, and low-cost approach. Many patients who have practiced this habit consistently say they sleep better, feel more relaxed, and wake up feeling lighter each morning. Some even feel as if they have reversed a few years because their prostate functions smoothly again. In truth, your body was designed to balance itself, but that can only happen if you know how to listen and give it the support it needs. The prostate is not just a gland for producing fluid. It is also an area that needs regular cleaning. As the gland works daily, it continuously generates fluid. without a proper release mechanism. These fluids can build up inside or over time. This leads to residue, blockages, and reduced gland function. You can think of it like a water faucet that has not been used for a long time. Inside the pipe, stagnant water collects and forms buildup. If left unchecked, the water flow becomes weaker and may even stop completely. The prostate behaves the same way. If it is not rinsed regularly, it becomes overloaded and more prone to inflammation, urination difficulties, or pressure in the lower abdomen. Fortunately, the body has a smart built-in mechanism to clean this gland. Every time the body performs an action that releases prostate fluid, the muscles around the prostate contract gently in rhythm. These mild contractions help push out old fluid while also bringing in fresh blood to nourish the surrounding tissue. When the prostate is cleaned, the cells in that area are refreshed. Better blood flow helps reduce swelling, clear blockages, and noticeably improve symptoms like weak flow or frequent urination. That is why many people feel relieved and more comfortable after proper hormone care routines. However, it is important to do this in a private, relaxed setting without rushing. This is not just a physical action. It is a part of taking care of your body. When done properly, the prostate can maintain its function smoothly for a long time. One unfortunate reality is that many older adults feel embarrassed to talk about this. Some believe that, at their age, they should not bother with such things anymore. They stay silent for fear of being judged or because they think they are too old to care about hormone health. But the truth is the opposite. Neglecting regular prostate care is like stopping brushing your teeth just because you are old. That simply does not make sense. Many people believe that after turning 60, there is no need to care about male hormone health anymore. They think they are already old, have passed the important stages, and now only need to rest. They avoid talking about issues like the prostate or hormones, but this belief often causes the body to slip into a state of fatigue, stagnation, and imbalance. I once met a patient named Arthur. He was 70 years old, a retired carpenter living in the suburbs of Seattle. For many years, he lived quietly in loneliness after his wife passed away. He was not in pain, and he had no obvious illness, but he always felt drained and no longer felt like a man. He shared that each day felt the same, without emotion or motivation. He had nearly forgotten what it meant to care for himself. After our first conversation, I encouraged him to start again with the simplest steps. Eat more mindfully, move gently each morning, and most importantly, set aside time to quietly listen to his body. I guided him through a few gentle, natural, and safe ways to care for his prostate. At first, he was shy, but he agreed to try because he truly wanted a change. Just 3 weeks later, Arthur returned to the clinic looking completely different. His face was brighter, his eyes sparkled, and most of all, his voice no longer carried the heaviness it once did. He said he slept better, felt more at peace, and felt as if he had turned back the clock a few years. He smiled and said that if he had known this a few decades earlier, his life might have been very different. Arthur's story is not rare. Many people avoid caring for their hormone health simply because they fear judgment or feel embarrassed. Yet taking care of yourself is natural, necessary, and something that should be respected at any age. It is not shameful or wrong. In fact, It is one of the most meaningful ways to show your self-love. Growing older does not mean stopping life. It means slowing down enough to understand your body and your spirit more deeply. Every man over the age of 60 will eventually reach a crossroads. One path leads to giving in, letting time quietly drain strength, health, and confidence. The other path is a choice to take charge, to listen to the body, and to preserve what is still valuable. The difference lies in one small decision that can make a big impact over time. Many people believe that waking up at night to urinate, poor sleep, or constant fatigue is just part of getting older. They become used to waking up several times each night, to slow and tired mornings without knowing why, to feeling drained without a clear reason. But that does not have to be the case. You can take back control of your body if you start with small, simple, and proper changes. The three most important factors for maintaining a healthy prostate and lasting vitality are a gentle and regular release habit, a balanced daily routine, and proper nutrition. This trio creates the foundation for male hormone and urinary health in later life. You do not need expensive medication. You do not need complicated therapies. All you need is to understand your body and care for it the right way. Some small actions can make a big difference. For example, setting aside a few minutes each day to relax and connect with your body. Practicing light activities that keep the prostate clear. Staying active with gentle exercise like slow walking, deep breathing, or simple yoga. Eating more green vegetables. Cutting back on red meat. Drinking enough water, and getting enough rest. All of these steps help keep hormones steady and the urinary system running smoothly. You do not have to change everything in a single day. Just start with one small habit and keep doing it every week. This is how you rebuild confidence, restore your strength, and help your prostate stay healthy for years to come. This journey does not need to be rushed. What matters is that you are on the right path. Looking back, you will see that caring for male hormone health after 60 is not a luxury or something unnecessary. It is an essential part of living well, living long, and living with quality. And now, you have the knowledge you need to take that first step. After everything we have shared, you can now clearly see that the prostate is not just a small organ in the body. It is a key control center that affects sleep quality, urination, vitality, and confidence in men over the age of 60. And the good news is, you can care for this organ in a very simple, natural way without needing any medication. A gentle weekly routine can help clean the prostate, balance hormone levels, and reduce fluid buildup. This also improves blood circulation, brings a sense of comfort, lifts your mood, and helps you sleep better. All of these benefits come from listening to your body and taking the right action at the right time. You do not have to make big changes. Just start with one small step. It might be a quiet morning walk, a meal with more green vegetables, a few private moments to relax and listen to your inner signals. When done regularly, these habits will help extend the health of your prostate and support your vitality in the years to come. Do not wait until your body starts shouting to pay attention. Begin today. Taking care of your health is not a luxury. It is your natural right. Especially for men after 60. This is a crucial time to live well, live happily, and live with intention. If you found today's content helpful, Please subscribe to the channel and share this video with your loved ones. We will continue to bring you simple tips on nutrition, movement, and healthy living so you and your family can stay well every day. Are you following the right prostate care habits yet? Share your experience with us.